Did y'all know that gay white slave owners used to publicly rape our black male ancestors as a form of public domination over them? This form of sexual abuse was called buck breaking. So, back during this time, black people were not considered human. So, they used to consider men bucks like they did cattle. So, the term buck breaking is literally meant to break down a black man that they deemed as strong or rebellious. Buck breaking was very popular in the Caribbean and it eventually made its way down to the South. White men would strip our ancestors down to their bare clothes, bend them over a tree stump or something that would make their butt protrude in the air, and flog them, which is a type of whipping. They would repeatedly flog them either until the male enslaved ancestor was unconscious or his body just weakened and he no longer could respond. And keep in mind, this was done publicly, so in front of other slaves and their family members. They say the idea was to break down the mindset of the black man, the one who they feared would lead the black people into a revolution, into a rebellion. So they wanted him to appear as weak in front of his community. So they did this repeatedly to any black man, any enslaved man that had any idea, any thought, or any speakings of rebelling. However, the story is a little deeper than that. It was homosexual white males who didn't want to come out of the closet during that time because it was not seen as acceptable. So instead of coming out and just saying like, hey, I'm gay, they would take their sexual acts out on these enslaved black men under the guise of it being a punishment. As a result of this, many black men off themselves because they couldn't handle the embarrassment, or they simply just ran away and were never to be heard of again. This was also done for the entertainment of other white slave owners, and as a result, sex farms became a thing. On these sex farms, male slaves were bred for the sole purpose of being raped by the white slave owners for entertainment and for pleasure. After the black man had been publicly humiliated, the owner would make him remove his belt. He would not allow him to wear his pants with a belt. So his pants would sag below his butt in order to show the other slave owners and slave masters that he had been raped. And this is where they say sagging actually originated. If you learned something from this or you have something that you want to add to the conversation, please go ahead and drop your comments below. We love to learn from one another. Also, if you found this information useful and you want to know more about our Black history and the things that we survived, please go ahead and hit the follow button as I will be dropping more content.